So the topic of this video is how to realistically quit a 9-to-5 job and achieving sustainable freedom, which is being able to live the lifestyle you want for as long as you want, right? Now, if you're watching this video, then you're probably working kind of like how SpongeBob or Squidward works, right? SpongeBob loves flipping burgers forever and working overtime. Squidward hates it and understands how pointless it is. Regardless of where you're at, I think we can agree that the whole idea of like getting a home, paying off an expensive mortgage or paying for rent, not being able to travel, not having any choices, and you have to rock up to work. You can't quit because otherwise who's going to pay for your lifestyle? That whole idea kind of sucks, right? And so let's talk about, well, but what is freedom though? Okay, because getting super rich isn't really the goal either. It doesn't matter if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars driving Bugattis and flying private jets if you're stuck in house arrest and you can't live a free lifestyle. It doesn't matter if you're Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, multi-billion-dollar company, but now you're accountable to governments, you're accountable to shareholders, and you're not free to really do the things you want to do. That's not freedom either. So for me, freedom is more like, well, being a chameleon, in the sense that if I want to talk business, do high-flying business multimillionaires like I did just last week in China, I can do that. If I want to, however, spend 6 months looking after a family, having, expecting a first child and being there when the birth happens and being able to be the best father I can be, I can do that too, and I still have money coming in everywhere, right? That's the key point there. Money coming in everywhere. Yes, money doesn't buy happiness, I agree, but money buys you choices and freedom if you know how to use it properly, okay? So if we agree that that's the kind of freedom we're aiming for, then let's talk about how do we get there. I need to show you what doesn't work first before I can show you what works. Is that fair enough? So for this reason, I'm going to share what's on my screen, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways of thinking about money that lead to different results. The first one is the paycheck to paycheck model, and I think you know where I'm going with this one, right? You're born and you reach your teenage years, and this is your blissful time in life. You don't think about money, no responsibilities. You just play, have fun, and grow, okay? By the time you're about 18 years old in most countries, then your parents start saying, get a job, pay for rent, you need to contribute for expenses, etc., etc., etc. And so now you're working and you're saving money. And now that you have a bit of money, you go, I want to reward myself. I'm going to buy that, bag, or, travel to Europe or something like that. And you blow that money anyway. One way or another, you blow it. And so the cycle repeats. And as your pay increases, your expenses go up too. You buy more bigger things. And eventually you get to the age where, damn it, I still don't have a house. And now my expenses are to the moon. Like, I have to pay for medical expenses. I have to pay for this and that. And you reach an age where you're like, damn it, I still have nothing. And that's the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. I think something like 62% of Americans live that kind of lifestyle. That's pretty shocking, but it's a reality today in 2023 and 2024. Now, there's the second model, which I think is even worse than the first one. It's a step down, and the reason is you're still born and raised to your teenage years living a good life, right? Your parents look after you and blah, blah, blah. But then you decide that, hey, I'm getting to the age where I need to think about family. I need to, have a home, a car. I don't have money to buy it. So, hey, what do? I get into debt, a university debt, a mortgage, a car loan, whatever. And once you're in that situation where now you have a big debt that you didn't have money to pay for it, but now you have to pay that debt. Now you're stuck. You can't quit your job. You can't risk doing a business that might fail, because if you do, you might lose your house. You might lose your car. If you're married, your partner might leave you, whatever. And now you're stuck living the rest of your life paying off a debt, okay? To me, that's even worse than the other one that we just talked about, right? But it's also a reality for a lot of people too. And so these are the things that don't work. Now let's talk about how wealthy people, their relationship with money, what does that look like? And what it looks like is, even if you started with nothing, you're the same born and raised to your 18, 20 years old, whatever it is, with no responsibilities, and then you start making it for yourself. Rich people, wealthy people always have this kind of growth to them, right? Go to Forbes.com or go to anywhere that has statistics on the growth of rich people's net worth. You will see a curve like this. We call this exponential growth, right? They do something that we call compounding. Now, what do they do that's different to everybody else? Well, without exception, every wealthy person has assets. Agreed? Name me one person that doesn't have one or more of a combination of gold and silver, real estate, shares, stocks, business ownership, and cryptocurrency. Name me one person that has none of that and is a wealthy wealthy person. You won't find any. Okay? Every wealthy person understands that the whole idea of earning income from your job, your salary, your business, the whole concept of that is just so that you have money to then put into assets. And it's these assets that eventually go up in value and pay for your lifestyle so that you can live free. Okay? The difference is the approach to getting free. Because here's the thing. If you're somebody like Jack Ma, and those of you that don't know Jack Ma, just look up Alibaba. It's like a multi-billion-dollar company in China. He once famously said in an interview, it was like, I regret being a billionaire now that I'm a billionaire. This isn't word for word, but this is what he meant, right? I regret being a billionaire now that I am a billionaire. He wishes he only made $20-30 million because that means he has enough money to buy whatever he wants and not be accountable to governments, shareholders, stakeholders, etc. Right?
I believe when you have $1 million, that's your money. When you have $20 million, you start a problem. When you have $1 billion, that's not your money. I regret that I'm working so hard, spending so little time with my family. And I regret that if I have another life, I would never do things like this. And my wife just said, you do not belong to me, you belong to the Alibaba.
That's freedom for him. And then you have other examples of people that go very rich and, like, for example, those, I don't want to name names, but, you know, people that drive around in Bugattis and drive private jets everywhere with hundreds of millions of dollars, but you're stuck in house arrest and you can't go anywhere, right? To some people, that's a good life, but to me, that's not really free, okay? Meanwhile, the freest people I know, there are two kinds. There's a kind that's they're Tibetan monks and people of that sort, that they really don't care about money because everybody's paying for their life. They're getting donations, food, people are flying them all over the place, right? They don't care about money, and that's a model that works for them. And then the other type of really free people, they're free because they don't care about money because they already have everything. House outright, businesses earning passive income, wealth accumulated over 10 years, whatever, right? Money coming in from everywhere, and they're living a pretty damn good life, right? That's the kind of freedom that I'm going to be focusing on as we progress this channel. We are creating a couple of things. This channel, this TikTok, whatever you're watching this from, content. We're also creating a Telegram channel where you can be involved in that channel for free and just get involved with a community that's focused on freedom and family, hence the name Freedom Family. We finally settled on a name, right? And the third one is the website, freedomfamily.co. That one's going to take time to develop, but as we grow, we'll be introducing resources, tips, things that you can see on our website that should help you, be more free and do it sustainably. That being said, I hope this part is clear though. I hope that the part we've talked about now, this model at least shows you that if you want to realistically quit your 9-to-5 job, the key is to firstly earn more income. Of course, you need to have a business or you need to increase your pay, whatever the method is, increase your pay or get more profits from a business. But the idea is so that you have money to then get wealth, own houses and real estate that pay passive income, own cryptocurrencies, gold and shares in businesses that go up in value, and maybe in the case of businesses pay dividends as well. All these assets are what will allow you to be free basically forever and live the kind of lifestyle you want. And if that's clear, then hop on this journey with me. Comment if you want me to be more specific about something. Share this type of content with other people that you want on this journey with you, and take advantage of all the resources we're giving you. So join the Telegram channel, and if the website's up and live, then check that out and see what you can get out of that. See you guys in the next video, and hope this helps, and hope all our future content helps as well. So we'll see you next time. Till then, take care, and to your success.